Alrighty, welcome beautiful people of the internet. So, it has been asked to bring back this series, Smite, how to counter. Basically, if you're new to the series, is you can ask me, what god do you want to know some tips and tricks or whatever that you may not know how to counter that god, and I'll tell you, some gods, there's not too much to counter with, so I'll probably just message you or whatever, what you can do. But if there's enough stuff on the god on how to counter it, I'll make a video about it. So since Mercury's becoming popular again, I've been seeing a lot more Mercuries now, especially since the new skin has came out. It's pretty important to know how to counter Mercury. Now, Mercury late game, he's a beast, especially more so if it's a good player behind that Mercury, because Mercury's late game scaling is ridiculous. Partially due to the fact of his scale is really high once it's max strength, with all that ground speed and mostly that plus 70% attack speed. Oh boy, so yeah, but besides the fact, let's say you are a bruiser or a tank, guardian, whatever, some items and actives you can use are the following. Starting with the active Enfeebling Curse. Go to Creeping Curse, and on the top right is this blue lovely flag. This one, it will also reduce the attack speed of any targets that it affects, whatever, by 30%. So if you are going to initiate a team fight, if you said bruiser or tank, keep an eye behind you, because Mercury is probably going to go for the squishy mages sitting in the back of the team fight. So make sure you use this on the assassins that are trying to get to your mages, so that would slow their attack speed. Next, what you can also do is get I don't know if can I see it. Yes, this one, Witchblade. It gives you physical protection, movement speed, attack speed. Yeah, it's lovely, but the aura effect is what counts. All enemies within 55 units have their attack speed reduced by 15% and their physical power reduced by 25%. So slapping this onto your bruiser or your tank or whatever, this is going to help slow down those assassins and hunters, Mercury obviously included. So those are two items that can help counter that. If you are a bruiser, or for some reason you're getting focused on it and you're a tank, Height of Nemenia Line. Now, it's not too bad if you pick this up on a mage or whatever. You probably want to go with Breastplate of Valor if you're a mage for physical defense, but this one, Height of Nemenia Lion, it reflects 20% of all basic attack damage back to the attacker as magical damage. This is pretty good if you're a bruiser. Because typically if you are the tank, you're not going to get focused that much by the assassins, but if you're a bruiser, you may. So this is going to help reflect that damage back to Mercury or any assassin as well. And let's see. So, okay, now his ulti is, it's a bit of a pain, because especially let's say if in the arena or whatever, you're trying to go back to base and then, you're low in health, you can kind of expect that Mercury, always expect Mercury to use his ulti to get to you. Now, in arena, there are some, totem poles. There's 4 totem poles in the middle or whatever. There's some kind of barricades, walls, and, just the idea is don't run in a straight line when running away from Mercury or any god that has, snipes or whatever. Never, ever run in a straight line. You want to do, kind of strafe, kind of juke around. That way, it's a lot harder for Mercury to land his ulti on you. And then, you have a higher chance of not getting hit by it, because it's, if you look, it's just a straight line. So if you keep, zigzagging or whatever, chance not gonna land. If you hide behind a barricade like this, he doesn't go through walls. So if you're in arena, you can recall behind one of those jungle walls or the totems, whatever, because if you use it, he doesn't go through walls. So try to keep objects like that between you and Mercury when trying to get away. Don't try to hide behind your friends or anything, because I've tried that before and it does not work. He will go through anybody. So don't hide behind your friends. Let's see what else. His one has a pretty decent far range, so if you see him trying to kind of scooch up to you, he's most likely going to try to use his one and get that quick burst damage off on you. So keep a safe distance away from Mercury if you're a mage. Back on the topic of mage, like I said before, Breastplate of Valor would be a nice defensive item for you to get to kind of counter him you know, beef up your defense a little bit as well. Let's see. That pretty much wraps up as far as, you know, countering Mercury. If there's anything I left out, you can leave it in the comment section below. Another thing is try to, in a team fight, try to get rid of Mercury first, especially if late game, like just as a team, just kind of focus Mercury down, because if not, he's going to take out the mages like no problem, and there goes all your damage on your team, or majority damage on your team. So try to CC him, because he's really squishy. Yeah, he does a lot of damage, but he's just a paper cannon. So if you can, you know, stun him, root him, or whatever, just focus and burst him down, because he has no real escapes besides, you know, his ulti, which takes a little bit to charge up, and also his 3 is his only real, you know, dash. You know, is the only way to get out. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.